Right now, though, Ukraine's third largest city, Odesa, is bracing itself for war, and dark days could lie ahead. That's because it's one of the main targets for the Russian offensive as Vladimir Putin pushes troops further west. Joining us now on the ground in Odesa is Newshub Europe correspondent Lisette Raymond. Lisette, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to start with the shelling in Kiev. It's getting closer and closer to the centre of Kiev, and some apartment blocks being caught in the crossfire now.
Yes, two big events in Kiev today, shelling of an apartment block and another of a tram that runs through the centre of the city. So two big events of note. They are still reporting the number of injuries and potential deaths. At the moment, they are saying at least one person killed in those shellings today. So certainly not a good sign for the capital. It has been putting up an incredible resistance for the last 2 and a bit weeks, but it seems that the Russian forces are approaching closer by the day.
Yeah, we can see those pictures now, the apartment blocks. It's just horrific. Tell us about Odesa, where you are right now. Why is this such an important place?
Yeah, so this is a port city at the bottom of Ukraine, and it is one of the last standing cities on this coastline. It is hugely important strategically. It has the navy base for the entire of Ukraine. It is responsible for the large majority of imports and exports into Ukraine. So if they can cut off Odesa, where we are here, if the Russian troops arrive here, they have essentially cut off all trade and military aid into Ukraine. So it is a huge prize for Putin and for his troops. And at the moment, they are edging ever closer. There is fighting, severe fighting, just 2 hours up the coast from where we are. And you definitely get the sense here that everyone is not just preparing for the invasion, they are ready for it. They tell you without any hesitation that the Russian troops will be here soon. And I mean, it's curfew at the moment. It's a much earlier curfew here than it is anywhere else in Ukraine. It's 8 p.m. and everything is shut up. It is so silent here. But we have been warned there will be sirens throughout the night. Last night, the siren went for 5 hours. So the war is very close to Odesa, and if it does get here, it is going to be a significant win for Russia in this war.
Yeah, absolutely, and a huge loss for the people of Ukraine. How are they preparing, Lisette? What are they doing to prepare for war? I was reading this morning about the blood donations.
Yeah, the blood donation is something that is happening all over Ukraine, but obviously everything is just really ramped up in a place like Odesa because an attack has seemed so imminent. And when we were in Lviv, we noticed the checkpoints. There were a lot of checkpoints, but here it is just on an entirely new level. When we drove from the border, it's maybe a 40-minute drive from the border into the city here, and we went through countless checkpoints. Every 200, 300 metres up the road, they stop you, they check your documents, they have huge barricades, they have concrete bunkers that soldiers are surrounding. There is a lot of military on the road. There are camouflage nets in all of the paddocks that hide secret bunkers where soldiers are sitting. It is a huge military operation already here in a city that hasn't yet had a single Russian troop step foot inside it. So they're very much preparing in terms of forces on the ground and trying to protect the city. In the centre of the city, there's not so many checkpoints because they are literally just surrounding it, and so that there's no way the troops can even get past go. There is obviously the blood donations, a lot of calls for men and in the city to join the forces, join the territorial defence, which they have done just to get more boots on the ground and more people ready to fight, and they are more than willing to.